So, as everyone knows, these past months were tough to go through. I mean, having all the time in the world for yourself, but having nothing to do with it, boy, that quarantine vibe was weird. The boring routine quickly took place in our lives. We didn't know which day of the week it was, the anxiety grew, and you know, life just seemed pretty much meaningless. In February, I was in one of the best shapes of my life, physically and mentally. I was consistent on a daily basis and I felt in control over all the aspects that define me. But with the whole mess of a situation that came after, I stopped waking up early, I stopped working out, and my whole work ethic was deeply affected. I felt like shit. I was on my last high school year and my finals were approaching, and I wasn't ready for it at all. Plus, I nearly had zero motivation to push me to work, so yeah, it doesn't smell that good. Looks like your boy is fucked up. I would game all night long, set my alarm for the first Zoom class tomorrow, join the call, mute that shit and go back to sleep. Once I got stuck inside this vicious cycle, I couldn't find a way to save myself from it. Things just kept on getting worse. So after many TV shows,
by order of the Peaky Blinders,
and video games, and scrolling hours on the gram later, I had to get my shit back together, because just consuming content kills me. I need to be productive to get my energies up. I read some books, I did calisthenics at home, and your boy became one hell of a cook. Thanks to your lovely broccoli! I also started to learn editing and I made my first video to try it out. In general, I reminded myself that very simple things can be enjoyable. So I spent hours on my rooftop, watching the clouds walking peacefully up in the sky, appreciating each sunset with a nice coffee and a sweet lo-fi playlist, and having fun over a silly phone call. You know, the little things. I'm glad I could reconnect with myself through all of this, but now the biggest part of the struggle was still waiting for me. We are in June, life seems nice, the sun is out, I only had 30 days left to smash the program of a whole year? Yeah, I didn't really have the time nor the choice to think about the possibility of realizing such a task. I just rushed like a motherfucker. With tons of caffeine in my blood, a ridiculous man bun to keep my hair from covering my eyes, and long morning runs to keep my mind sharp. I was realizing quite a nice progress, but the quality of my work kept decreasing because I started to feel trapped in the same room on the same desk every day. And that's when I used my fuck you no jutsu and said, fuck quarantine, double fuck the Rona, I'm going to work with my friends or in any other possible workplace. The more my deadline approached, the more insane I was going. But to be honest with you, I love these kind of situations. You know, when you're on the last rush to finalize something that should have taken months to realize. Put in 200% efforts in every second left. I mean, who doesn't love a bit of extreme to spice their life up? Call it procrastination, recklessness or pure stupidity, but I'm rarely able to find fun and pleasure in a task over the long term. I know very well that someday compressing it all at the end will turn bad and fuck me up. So I'm working on changing the side of the person I am. Back to my finals. I have, drums please, graduated with a good score, yay! Now I'm getting ready for college and I'm enjoying summer. By the way, I'm going to open a PayPal account so I can donate to my poor ass to cut this ugly hair off. If you like this video, put a thumbs down, don't subscribe, get the fuck up from your couch and go do something good with your time. Because time is precioso. Tschüss!